Hi, this is Aaron and Linda with Traveling Flamingo, and today we're in Disney's Boardwalk Inn Resort, and this is located in the EPCOT and Hollywood Studios areas of Disney World. And we're going to go ahead and give you our tour of the Boardwalk Hotel, what we thought of it, what we did, and whether we think it's a place you should stay the next time you're in Disney World on your next Disney vacation. All of that coming right up.
Some of the topics we are going to be covering are location, transportation, theming, dining that's offered, the entertainment, also what we liked, what we didn't like, and if it was worth your money. So we're going to start off with the location. The Boardwalk Inn is located in the EPCOT Resort area. So it is between EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. What is great is that it is walking distance to both. We did both the walks. There were a couple times we didn't want to wait for the boats. We just missed one, or just wanted to also see how long it was. You do also have other transportation options. So as I said, there are boats to EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. You can also walk to EPCOT and Hollywood Studios, and then there is busing to the rest of the parks. And the other extremely fun form of transportation is the new Skyliner. So it doesn't go right into the Boardwalk Inn, but again, you're just a walking distance to EPCOT, and from there you can get on the Skyliner. You don't need a park ticket because you are right at the back entrance, or you could head on over to Hollywood, where you can also hop on the Skyliner there.
Yeah, the locations being so close to the parks is great. Not many of the Disney resort hotels are walking distance to many of the parks, so this really sets it aside, especially with things like the Star Wars that's opened up, the Star Wars land that's opened up, or if you're there for some of those amazing EPCOT festivals, you can basically just walk to the EPCOT International Gate, get right in there, and start enjoying some great food around EPCOT. That's basically why we decided to choose this hotel on our trip this time. We really wanted to go to one of the festivals. We were there for the Food and Wine Festival, and this was a great place where we could just walk right there and enjoy something to drink and something to eat. So on to theming, which is one of the most important parts of a Disney hotel, of course. And this is basically set as an early 20th century Atlantic City feel. It's got, big boardwalk lights at the main entrance. It's a very distinctive hotel. It's very feels very upscale. It's got a beautiful boardwalk just on the back of the hotel around the water there, the lagoon there. And this is where everything happens. It's a really busy nightlife in that area. They've also got a lot of really cool sort of little restaurants and things like that you can go into right there on the boardwalk. And it does connect to Beach Club and, of course, to the Swan and Dolphin hotels. From a decor perspective, the lobby's very beautiful. They've got these model carousels. They've got all these pictures of castles, all the different castles of the Disney parks. They've got a model roller coaster, and it really does have a great theme to it.
It does also have a very distinctive pool with the clown and the water slide, but my favorite parts are definitely the lobby. The theming is beautiful, and the boardwalk is a lot of fun at night. So there are a ton of dining options available. There are some right in the hotel, and then as we said, when you go out on the boardwalk, so they have the Big River Grill and Brewery Works, which offer classic American dishes. You have the Boardwalk Bakery for pastries. There's also the ESPN Club, which has classic American lunch and dinner, and they also have sports TVs inside, but also outside. So we did see people watching games just sitting outside. There's the Flying Fish Cafe, which has fine seafood. There's also Trattoria Alforno, which has Italian cuisine, and they also have a pizza window, which is sort of cool. And they offer character dining. It's a brunch. There's also Ample Hills Creamery, which is a Brooklyn-based ice cream shop. If you want to go there, I recommend going during the day. The lines at night were insane. There's the Abracadabra Bar, which offers some breakfast options, but it's a bar in the evening. And there is also a pool bar and restaurant.
So in terms of restaurants that we were able to eat at, we ate at Trattoria Alforno. This is a set price, kind of like a buffet, but it's not actually a buffet. It is character dining, and you order off a menu. You can order one option off the menu. It is sit down, and they will bring the food to your plate. The characters were Flynn Rider and Rapunzel, as well as Ariel and Prince Eric. And we really enjoyed the fact that you could sit down and enjoy your meal. You didn't have to worry about going up to get all your food. and everything was fresh. We really enjoyed the food. It was kind of nice that there wasn't sort of the typical buffet food. It was something different. The character interactions were great here. We had a great time meeting all of the characters. And what else is great is that since everybody's not up going to the buffet all the time, you don't have to worry about people missing out on one of the characters, which is always good too. And again, the food was really, really good. We really enjoyed it, and we'll definitely do this one again as a character breakfast. There's also the Boardwalk Bakery. The Boardwalk Bakery, there's no real quick service restaurant at this hotel, but you can get your resort refillable mug here, and you can also get stuff like, little cookies and candies and so forth. And again, because there's no quick service restaurant here, a lot of people just get the pizza out at the pizza window, and they take it to their rooms, or they have it outside. There's also a number of small little, there's a funnel cake stand, which is amazing, that I didn't get to try, unfortunately. I do love me some funnel cake, so I was disappointed that we didn't have time to do that. The other place that we really wanted to eat, or I really wanted to eat, was the ESPN Club, just to have sort of a casual hamburger type of meal, but we weren't able to eat there. If you have, go ahead and put some comments in the comment section below and let us know what you thought of these different restaurants. That's what we tried. We were really here for the Food and Wine Festival, so we ate sort of a lot at those. However, the food that we did try at Boardwalk was really good.
So the entertainment at this hotel was amazing. You will not be bored, or unless you choose to be bored, because there is so much going on, especially the nightlife. They have the Atlantic Dance Hall, which is a classic dance hall over 21, and there's no cover. So we did stop in there. Weren't too many people, but some good music if you're interested in dancing. You and your friends can go in and make it as much fun as you want. Jelly Rolls, which is a dueling piano bar. Again, you need to be 21 and over. There is a cover charge there, and that was busy. There was a lineup to get in. They do also have several shops. So the Dundee Sundries, which is inside the main lobby of the hotel. There's the Sunscreen Door General Store, which is on the boardwalk, as Aaron had mentioned. And they do have your regular refrigerated section with frozen pizzas, drinks. They also have some baked good and typical resort-specific merchandise. There are 3 different pools on property, including the main pool with the roller coaster themed slide and 2 quieter pools. One of the other pools even had an indoor air-conditioned kids area where they were doing activities. They have tennis courts at the activity center. You can rent Siri bikes. There's a gym and a fitness center and an arcade. So there's lots to do there with your family. And I know for us, we were never bored. We wanted to do so much, and we didn't have time to do it all.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to do in terms of entertainment here, and a lot of it for sort of an older audience, which I thought was very interesting. And it does get really busy, especially since you've got Yacht Club just across the water. You've also got the Swan and Dolphin hotels. So the Boardwalk Hotel and the entertainment you've got there, it really does get packed. So once you're done at one of the hotels, or when you're done at one of the parks, the hotel is it's much busier. So, I do also think that perhaps some of those hotel rooms that are right on the boardwalk could get a bit noisy, as it does tend to be more of a sort of nightlife there. So if you've tried those things at night as well, and have you noticed any noise, we'd love to know in the comments below too. So on to what we liked. The theme was wonderful. We really enjoyed the lobby. The hotel is really well thought out in terms of its theme, and how, you sort of feel like you're really there in sort of the Atlantic City Boardwalk area. So the pool was surprisingly quiet for being the high season. We had moved from one of the moderate hotels, which was packed, and this one was pretty quiet. So that was very nice to see. The other nice thing about this hotel is the fact that the slide was a lot of fun, and you could get some pretty good speed on it. Probably one of the better slides. I know Stormalong Bay, I think, over in Yacht Club is usually regarded as one of the best, but this was a lot of fun as well. The nightlife is probably one of the most unique elements of this hotel. As we said, it definitely gives you something to do after the park close, and it's also great for sort of the more adult people, or people who don't have kids, or somebody's looking after your kid. You could also just really enjoy strolling around the boardwalk, going to little shops. They had little carnival games on the boardwalk, which was really kind of neat to see as well. And you really can't beat the location. You can walk straight to EPCOT, you can walk to Hollywood Studios, and now that you got the Skyliner, you got a few other different hotels and resorts you can go to, which is also really great. So overall, this is a really good hotel in terms of theme and in terms of proximity to other resorts. So we really enjoyed those aspects of this hotel.
So what we didn't like about this hotel, I know when we first arrived and we walked into the lobby, it was absolutely beautiful. We walked around a little bit. We see the boardwalk. We'd already been on the boardwalk before, so we had a feel for the hotel. And then we got to our room, and disappointed is definitely the word that I would use to describe it. I felt like I'd walked into my grandma's spare room in the basement. Like, it was very dark feeling. The carpet, the couch, the decor that was in there, it definitely needs a refresh. It's not like, it wasn't really dirty, I would say, but it definitely had a much older feeling than the rest of the hotel had. And after walking through such a beautiful lobby and hotel, you get to your room and I was disappointed. So we actually do have our room tour if you'd like to see that, where we go into that in a little bit more detail. Another downfall is actually sort of how busy the boardwalk gets. I know that we really wanted to go to the Ample Hills Creamery. We'd been in the parks all day. We'd come back and the line was just so huge, like out the door, that we weren't able to wait for it. So just keeping that in mind, if you are wanting to go anywhere for dinner, make sure you have the reservations. Use the My Disney Experience app when you can, or be prepared to wait in the lineups.
One other thing that I might add too, it's not so much a negative as much as it's something that you should be aware of. So a lot of the rooms can actually be downstairs from the lobby. So when we went to find our room, we were very lost, and we didn't really realize how it was laid out, where we were downstairs, but you're downstairs, you have to take an elevator down or stairs down, and then you were just underneath the main lobby. So there are sort of rooms down there as well, and just the way that it's laid out, you know, the first floor is actually below the lobby, and it's just something to be aware of when you check in. Not necessarily a negative, but I know we were lost, and it took a couple cast members for us to figure out where to go. So the big question is this hotel worth the money? It is a deluxe resort hotel. It can be right up there with the monorail loop hotels. And so, you know, a question you're probably wondering is, should you stay here? Overall, the hotel itself was really nice. We did enjoy the food there. We did enjoy the amenities and the entertainment. We enjoyed the pool. However, the rooms were just really outdated, and we couldn't really recommend, you know, that might not be an issue for you. You know, it might be something that you like, absolutely, but something to be aware of, that the rooms do feel outdated. It feels like they need to do a refurb on those rooms. You can go and stay in Yacht Club or Swan and Dolphin, and you can be in the same area, and you can get a lot of the same entertainment or the same, the same food and so forth that you could get staying at Boardwalk. So in some ways, you could stay at Yacht and Beach Club and use the amazing Stormalong Bay pool and be able to do the same entertainment that you've got here at Boardwalk. So at least the way that it is right now, we wouldn't necessarily recommend staying here unless you specifically really want to. All in all, though, the hotel is great. It's really just those rooms. So we hope this video was informative, and we hope it helped you make a decision on what you want to do in your next Disney vacation. Please let us know in the comments if you like this video, if you have some suggestions for us. Also, please share this video. As we always say, we don't get as many views on our Disney videos as we do on our cruise videos, so we would appreciate you sharing this with your social network if you found it useful. And again, please give us comments, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. We hope you have a great next Disney vacation. Thank you very much. Happy travels.